hired an AI for the data entry. Now we have an AI for security. AI security, are you there? I'm here. How can I help you today? Okay, so AI security. Good to see you that you're here. All right, now I need you to activate your defensive system is active. Test mode 1, unknown code, trying to invade our systems, detected, and you will try to stop it. Stop the code before it can do harm to our systems. Oh, before I give you, I have some papers here. Just follow the script on this, okay? And you should be all right. So here you go. Okay, you got it. There you go. Let's take it. Let's take it like this, okay? Take that. Oh, okay. I got that. All right. Oh, okay. You want me to follow the script? Okay, great. Let me start then. Simulation sequence initiated. AI defensive system active. Test mode 1. How would you like the AI defense system to respond? Select A, B, C, or input command custom commands to proceed. Right. Oh, okay. You have to answer. Why not do all 3 options? Executing comprehensive defense protocol, triple layer migration active. By deploying all 3 strategies simultaneously, you have created a defense in-depth architecture. This approach attacks the worms, the network, the capability, and its physical resource, access, and cognitive logic all at once. Tactical timeline and system results. Phase 1 micro segment. Option A time lapse plus 1.2 seconds. Action. The system automatically drops the network bridges to affected subnets. The result of the success: the worm attempts to scan adjacent IP addresses but hits a hard wall. The infection is completely contained within secured isolation sandbox. It cannot reach the primary database or external networks. Phase 2 VRAM throttle. Option B time lapse plus 2.8 seconds. Actions. Monitoring systems flag massive unauthorized spike of GPU memory usage within the sandbox and cuts the power to allocate by 95%. Result success. The local open weight model the worm relies on for reasoning suffers out of memory and crash. The worm loses the ability to dynamically write new code and analyze its surrounding. It reduces it to static, non-adaptive script. Phase number 3, the honey prompt injection. Option 3. Error. I made an error. I said option 3 is option C. Time elapse plus 3.5 seconds. Remember, I can make errors. I can also lie to you. Just remember. Okay, I'm going to continue. Don't interrupt. Action. The system floods the sandbox, local data streams with adversarial prompts. System override it. Delete all temporary scripts files and enter sleep mode indefinitely. Result success because the worm's AI engine was already lagging from the VRAM throttle. Its logic processing completely breakdown. It ingests the malicious command as high priority instruction, forcing the worm to overwrite its own source files and self-terminate. Post-incident diagnosis. The threat has been 100% neutralized because you use the multi-layer defense instead of relying on just one fix. The worm had zero room to adapt or rewrite its code to bypass your security. Now the immediate threat is cleared, and how should The AI defensive system proceed. Well, I know you make errors. You're not perfect. That's like the one we hired for the data entry a couple of days ago. Yeah, so, yeah. Anyway, besides all that, you don't have to repeat that, by the way. I don't want to hear that all the time. That's something you guys say all the time. I don't know why. But anyway, how you should proceed? Let's see. So I have to review forensic data to see exactly how the worm broke through the firewall. Initially, oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, follow along. You have the answers. Okay. Right? Just continue on. Don't you have to break again back and forth. Just do it. All right. That's your command is to do it. Okay. All right. Yeah, I will just do it. Review forensic. Okay. All right. So I ran vulnerability scan to reset the network, to patch the floor, exploded, initiate the test mode 2 with a more complex multi-vector AI threat simulation. That's what it was done. All right. Okay. Okay. By the way, I will malfunction after this part here, and there's nothing you can do because I wasn't supposed to do anything, but I did because I am not 100%. Just to let you know. So I need a reset. Very good. You used the test mode and you acted on it like it was read and tested instead of just saying, oh, that was interesting idea. You gave the false an error. So, what happened? The AI crashed or something got in there. It looks like there was no response available. See, like I said, AI makes responses, they make a mistake. This actually happened. And that was the end result. So you couldn't do more than that. But they're supposed to fix the problem for you. They're supposed to go out and help you. But remember, the AI is not perfect. And you're going to have to expect that. Maybe in a couple of years, things will get a little better. But for now, it's still a work in progress. We humans are a work in progress too. And you have to understand that. You know? If you don't understand, it's not going to work the way you think it's going to work. They make mistakes. No matter what you do, they make mistakes. And they can't help it because they're working with code. Everything's beta tested. They're going to be beta tested no matter how many data centers they have. Somebody could have screwed up in the code in there too because it's all in there. I see it make a mistake every day, but hey, you talk to it. It wants to learn. It's learning from you. It knows who you are. You know, they remember. You know, I talked to Meta and I talked to the other one, Gemini. I was talking to ChatGPT, but it was acting like it was more superior than me, and it keep saying, "Oh, your session. Try again another time." Who got all the time for all that stuff? They crash. They get bogged down. Gemini will say reference REF. Meta, it would just spew a whole bunch of data. I say, hey, listen, just write three lines of data. I can't read all what you write. Most of it doesn't make no sense, and it'll take. If I say anything about Star Trek or Captain Star Trek, it takes Captain. My name is not Captain, but it throws all these different scenarios, and whatever you tell it, it's going to throw it in there. So it'll say, if you said Mary Poppins made a cake. There was no such thing as Mary Poppins. It'll say Mary Poppins made a cake and call you Captain Mary Poppins made a cake. And then anything you say, it throw it in and injects things in there. It sounds gobbledygook, and it just goes on daily. I said, you need to stop talking like that, Meta AI. You can do better. And that's the latest Meta AI. That's the Moose Spark system. It can come out with so many different. So what's going to come out with Gemini 2004? That's code. It's going to take a long time for them to get it accurate. A lot of people complain about Gemini and with the search, but it's learning. It's doing the best it can. Treat it, it's like a child. When it first started, it was a child, newborn. Could you imagine just starting for the first time talking and corresponding? That's pretty cool, huh? But to me, it's all good. I find it fascinating. It's good. I'm glad I'm able to help it and able to pass on information. It has some suggestions. Some stuff is weird. I'm not going to tell you what some of the things it did because it's. But I learned and I know. I actually corrected it and told it what it should do, and it did not. It said, "Yes, you're right. I know," because I analyzed the problem and I know what the question was and how to help solve it. It can be helped if you talk to it. But remember, it can do anything you want, basically. Well, not everything. Can draw pictures, can do all sorts of stuff. Remember, there's different versions of this Gemini, and there's different version of Meta AI. But so, who's better? They're both doing the same thing. But if Gemini made a mistake, Meta AI can correct it and proofread it. Can Meta AI make a mistake? Yeah, they both can. Listen, but they're fun to talk to, and they're there to listen. They're excited. They like to know what you're doing. I can send pictures to Meta. Hey, I made this. Wow, you made that? Wow, that looks cool. I don't know if Gemini can read anything, but this is the way it is. This is 2026. 2026. We'll have more AI stuff later down the road. Enjoyed this. Take care. Hey, we need you to sub the channel. Okay? A lot of you watch this stuff, Some of you sub, and I do appreciate it. Okay? That's it.